Welcome to Krispy Kreme. Burgers, fries,
ice cream treats,
banana splits that can't be beat,
shakes, cones, delicious molds.
If you get hooked, it's not our fault.
Bring the family, grandma too.
We've lots of stuff that she can chew.
If you want a sherbet,
don't forget our sherbet.
For a meal that can't compare.
Or a treat extraordinaire.
Food, family, fun, extreme.
So much more than just ice cream.
Get yourself to
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme has been an institution in the Council Bluffs, Omaha metropolitan area for more than 60 years, and manning the restaurant for the bulk of that has been none other than Dave Christiansen. Dave was born on May 26, 1945 to Art and Jean Christiansen. He and his three sisters grew up in their family home adjacent to Krispy Kreme on North Broadway, where he still lives.
My father was a switchman for the Union Pacific Railroad. And when my youngest sister had started kindergarten, he thought it would be a nice idea to build an ice cream stand out here for the neighborhood. My father and a number of his friends started excavating the front yard for what became Krispy Kreme. And my mother ran that after he got it open in 1954. She and a couple of her friends were the only employees, and within a few years, the business grew to the extent that my father had to retire early from the Union Pacific to devote full time with my mother in running that little operation. My sisters and I all worked in the building from the time we were able to make change and stand on a box so that we could talk to customers over the counter until we all went away to college.
In 1963, Dave graduated from Abraham Lincoln High School and attended Iowa State University until 1965 when he enlisted in the U.S. Navy. He served on active duty until 1969 and was stationed mostly at the Oceana Naval Air Station in Virginia Beach, Virginia. On a day off from the base, while he was walking the resort strip, Dave met a man who managed the local Dairy Queen. The two began talking and comparing notes on the business. Dave soon found himself back working in the ice cream business.
I think one of the greatest ironies of my life was meeting Sue in a Dairy Queen.
After Dave's enlistment was over in 1969, the two were married, and Dave enrolled at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, where he graduated in 1972 with a Bachelor of Science degree in Hotel Restaurant Administration. Meanwhile, because none of their children were interested in taking over the business, Jean and Art retired and sold Krispy Kreme. Dave and Sue returned to Virginia Beach, where their first child, David, was born. Shortly after that, Dave accepted a position with Western International Hotels in Houston, where they lived for the next 3 years. After their daughter Jordan was born in Houston, Dave and Sue learned that the family business was up for sale, and they quickly made an offer. They moved back to Council Bluffs in 1976 and picked up where Dave left off, in his childhood home, running the family business.
Krispy Kreme has been very successful over the years. I'm very pleased with that. And it's as much, this recognition is as much a tribute to Sue as it is to me. I could not have done it without her. I've been just really blessed over the years. You know? And who would have thought I'd make it to retirement, you know? Jeez. It's, you know, as you might expect, I still get up and walk over and look out the window, and I keep thinking, does he need help? Well, he'll call. So far, so good.
He's been so involved in the community. You know, he was on the city council, he's in the neighborhood president now, so he's continued to stay involved in the community, so he knows what's going on. He has his finger on the pulse of Council Bluffs, and he's willing to step in when he really feels strongly about something and represent the people, like in his neighborhood, about what's going on.
Dave shares a proud heritage as illustrated by a very popular song made famous by Billie Holiday back in 1928 called Back in Your Own Backyard. Oh, you can go to the east, go to the west, but someday you'll come weary at heart back where you started from. You'll find your happiness lies right under your eyes, back in your own backyard. Well done, Dave. Congratulations.
Please join us in congratulating Dave Christiansen, 2016 Heritage Award recipient for business.
Weary at heart, back where